to the notes now. Now that you already know what this whole chapter is about, let's look at this one. This survey carried out on the number of books a group of children read. So I have five students who read one book each. Okay, 5 students who read one book each. So the total number of books read is 5. Okay, I have 15 students reading 2 books each. So this is 15 students. Okay, means the total number of books that were read were 30. Okay, next, I have 20 students who read 3 books each. So total number of books read by this group of students is 20 times 3, which is 60. Okay, and then I have 10 students reading 4 books each. So that's 40 books here. And then of course, finally the last group, I have only 5 of them reading 5 books each. So that's 25. Okay, so now I want to know what is the total number of children who read fewer than 2 books. How many children read fewer than 2 books? How many? Fewer than 2 means here, right? This group. So I only have 5 of them who read fewer than 2 books. Okay, next. Can I know how many children were being surveyed?
You just add all of like 5 plus 15 plus 20.
Correct. So the total number of children that were surveyed, I have to add 20, 10, 5. So that's 55 children. No, wrong. 20, 40, 50, 55. Yeah, correct. Okay. Then next, the total number of books that were read. So we have already did the calculation. So we will add up the 5 to the 30 to the 60 to the 40 and the 25. So there will be a total of 160 books read. Okay, last, the average number of books read. So average is not good enough a word to use. They should ask you for the mean number of books. Okay, that were being read in total. So I know total number of books is 160. I should divide by what? Total number of children. So they say give your answer correct to 2 decimal place. So what should it be? Take out your calculator. 21591. 2.91. Okay, means on average, the children in the class read about 2.91 books. Slightly more than 2 books, close to 3 books, but not yet 3. Okay, something like this. Okay, let's look at the next one. What happened? I'll wait for all to be done. Okay, I'm going very, very slowly today. Very, very slowly. To get you into the mathematical mood. This sitting arrangement cannot.
No, the sitting arrangements are amazing.
Very nice.
Cannot. I see at least 16 pairs of mouth talking.
So half.
I'm teaching
Yeah.
This actually was the 2D.
2 decimal place. Okay, so like if I have a string of numbers here. Okay, so this is my decimal point. So this is my first decimal place, second, third, and so on. So this is decimal places. So if I want to round off to 2 decimal place, this is my second decimal place. I look at the person to the right. So since this person is less than 5, I round down, then 2 decimal place will be 1.59. Like this. Can I? Okay? So this is just the rounding off part. Okay, let's move on to the next example. I have 6 boys and 14 girls who took a test. The marks gained by the 6 boys were these. They never say upon what, oh? What do you all think is the total marks? 10. So how many never pass? 2. Okay, so let's calculate the mean marks. Mean marks for boys. So I need to total the marks and then divide by the total number of boys. So this is calculating mean. So I add up all their marks. 4 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 6. Divide by 6 of them. 5.5 marks. So if it's out of 10, do you think the boys did well for the test?
No.
So on average, the boys scored about 5.5 marks.
I think they failed.
They didn't fail, they passed.
They barely
They just passed slightly. Okay? Okay, next. Shh. Now they say the mean marks for the girls is 7. So on average, if I compare between the boys and the girls' performance, who did better? The girls, because their average marks, their mean marks are higher than the mean marks for the boys. So I can conclude that yes, roughly because the mean mark is higher, the girls did better for the test. So you can do a comparison like that. Okay, but now the problem is, they want me to find the mean mark for the whole group of them. So, what should I do? So I should, okay, wait, I drew the line by mistake. So how should I find the mean marks for the whole group? So I need the total marks for everyone, divide by the total number of people. So total number of people is easy because I know in total there's 20 of them. This one no problem. I know the total marks for the boys. I calculated just now. What should it be? 50, 10, 20, 33. Is it?
So then for the girls, you just do 7 times 14.
Correct. So if I know that the average marks for the girls is 7 for the 14 different girls, to find their total, I basically have to multiply by 7. So the total for the girls, out of the 7 marks, I multiply by 14 of them, I can get their total. Because I got them, what happened? Somebody trying to project their screen here. Let's see who. Okay, they realized their mistake. Another teacher lah, because choose wrong class. We got hijacked. Am I F101? Yeah, correct.
6.55.
We are F1 class. Okay? So let me repeat one more time. When you find mean just now, you use total marks divide by 6, right? But if you want the total marks, it's actually 6 times the mean marks. So same thing for the girls. If I know the mean marks for the girls, I multiply by the total number of girls, I can get their total marks. So this part here is the total marks for the girls. Okay, this part here is the total marks for the boys. So with that, I can find the whole group. What's the marks for the whole group? 6.55 marks. So if I put everybody together, now their score is about 6.55 marks each, regardless of gender.
You have to break up just like everything we do, it always
Okay? Okay. Okay, listen carefully. This one, I need you to listen very carefully. Okay, in the table that you see below, okay, formula, we'll talk about it later. I want you all to understand what you are doing first. Okay, this kind of data is called a group data. That means we group the data according to class intervals. These are called class intervals. Because there's so many of them, if I want to write every single data out, I may need 5 pieces of A4 paper. If I want to line them up in order. So example, if let's say I have 31, 31, 35, 36, 36, then what's wrong with 36? Got a new trend, is it?
I'm just old.
You are saying you are old in front of your older teacher.
I'm just a time traveler.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 data. Okay, for example, they measured the length of 80 leaves of a plant. That means they go to a plant, right? Go and measure the length of all their leaves. Then, all these, they group them here. And frequency means the number of them, the count. How many? Frequency means you count how many of them belong to this class. So let's say this is my set of data, and there's so many of them. If I want to line them up, it's so untidy. So it's easier if I group them into a class, and there's 12 of them, for example. Okay, then in the class between 40 to 50, there's 32 of them. Okay, and then in the class of 50 to 60, I have 27 of them. And then 60 to 70, I have 9 of them. But what is the magic number here? That's why you see the two of you cannot sit together. The total must sum up to what? What must they sum up to? Yes, because I only measured the length of 80 leaves. If I total up the frequency, it should only give me 80. If it's 81, something mysterious happened. Okay, cannot be anything more than 80 or anything less than 80. You must have calculated wrongly. So be careful about that. Okay, so now the issue is, I do not know what are the actual length of the 12 data. They never tell me. They just say that there's 12 of them in this interval. I don't know whether how many 31 cm I have, how many 36, how many 40 that lies in this group. I do not know. I just know there's 12 of them. Then how do I calculate mean in this case? How can I calculate mean in this case? So, mathematicians suggest that probably, let's take the middle point, the mid value of this class, because that is fair. They are either spread amongst the left or the right of it. So take the mid value. So go and find the mid value of the class interval. So meaning you will use 30 plus 40 divide by 2. So the x value we use for this class is 35. Same for this. Okay, and then by trend, you know this is 55, this is 65. So meaning, instead of using the actual, which I don't know, we will assume that all 12 of them carries the length of 35 cm each. We will assume that all 32 of them in the class is 45 cm. All 27 of them inside this interval is 55, and all 9 of them inside this interval is 65. So this is the assumption we made because the question did not tell us what is their actual length. They only tell us they all in this class between these numbers. That's all. Okay? So to calculate mean, I want to total up this one first. So I will use a 35 times 12. Okay, wait I think your table is on the next page. Can you all flip to the next page? Okay, so this is the one that you should see. Okay, so this is the mid one that we calculated just now. The mid value. So you can go and write this is 35, this is 45, 55, and 65. So in order to find the total marks, this is the total marks for this class. They say use frequency times the x. This is my x. So these two you multiply, what do you get? These two you multiply. What's the first one? 420. Second? 400 and what? 40. Nathaniel and Holden. Now you all know why cannot sit together. Enjoy your honeymoon period. It will be over soon. Okay, 27 times 55. 1485. Last one? 585. Okay, so what is the total marks for everyone, every data? Add all these up. 3930. So in order to calculate mean, I will use the total length of all the leaves. This is the total length of all the leaves. Divide by what? Yes, divide by the number of leaves you have. Okay? So just be careful that if you are given group data like that, you pick the mid value to represent the whole class. So this is the only thing that is different for you. Okay, pick the mid value. So what's the answer? 49.125. Exact, is it? Okay, if it's exact, leave it. Don't go and round off. So this is cm. Because we are talking about length of leaf. Okay, so far so good. Okay, one other thing I want to point out is this, which you all always don't see. All these tiny symbol here. Okay, so zoom into the class interval. This means what? This means more than 30 cm, less than or equals to 40. Can you see that? Because there's an equal sign over here. So where do I put 40 cm? Do I put it in this class or do I put it in this class? The first one, because less than or equals to 40 goes here. If you are 41, you are here already. If you are 50, you are here. If you are 51, you are here. 60 here, 61 here, 70 here. Okay? So you must know where to put them at the overlapping points. Okay, this is grouping. Okay, so far so good. Mean, easy. If individual data, you add them individually, divide by total. If it's group, you just have to find the mid value, multiply by the frequency, sum them up, and then you divide accordingly. Okay? Can Okay, let's move on to median. Median is middle, the center person. Over, you flip to the next page, I copy over. Okay, one very important thing that I want you all to remember is if during exam you forget about this, think about what you all do just now. Okay, when you all arrange yourself according to height, same for median, you have to always arrange your data from the smallest to the largest first. This is the most important thing for median. Because for mean doesn't matter. You just add them up. I don't care whether it is in order or not. You just add all up. Okay, but for median, you have to arrange them from smallest to largest and find the middle person, which was Sharon just now, right? So if you don't arrange them in order, then you cannot find the correct middle person. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so I have 14 adults and I want to find the number of hours they spend on each day of work. So these are the set of 12 data. So they say, can you find the median? So what I need to do is to arrange them in order first. So smallest one go first. 1, 2, 3, 10. 10, 10, 10. Then 11, 2 12s, 2 13s, and then 14. So what I do, like what I did just now, I ask the extreme 2 person go back. So extreme 2 person go back. 3 10, right? Oh, I missed out 1 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. 4 10. Okay, squeeze in. Okay, so I cross out the next person. Must be in order. Then I cross out the next person. Then I cross out the next. I cross out the next. And then my middle person is out. So median is 10. So that means on average. Where? Oh, I left a 15 out. Oh my god. Now we are back. So that's why this is a clear demonstration of being careless. Which will happen to you during exam. Okay, sorry, your teacher got bad eye problem already. Okay, forgive your teacher for being old. Okay, Extreme, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10 and 11. So that means median is here between them. What do you think I need to do? Scissors, paper, stone. Half them. So you add them up, divide by 2. So it's 10.5. So if you are caught between two person, you find the mid value, agree, come to a common consensus and half them. Okay, so this is median. But this is only when I have 14 data. What if I have 400 data? Do you want to arrange like that and then go and cross? Okay, of course you don't want, right? So mathematicians are lazy. They always try to find an easy way out by coming up with a formula. So they say, can I find middle position first? So to find middle position, there is a formula that they found out, which is the total number of data you have plus 1 divided by 2.
It's like
So here, I have 14 of them. I plus 1 divided by 2. It gives me 7.5. That means they are trying to tell me that my middle value, my median, is between my 7th and my 8th person. It's between my 7th and my 8th data. So if you go to your data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your 8, you know your median is here at the 7.5 position. Then you don't have to cross. You just need to know what that data is, take that 2 and average them out. Okay? So this formula is not written anywhere, but if you like shortcuts like mathematician, you can write this down somewhere to help you find middle position. Okay, so now example 2, can you do on your own? Can you find the mean and then find the median? Do on your own. Okay, if you prefer to do median position, then what you need to do is, okay, no space, sorry. Median position, you have to go and find 9 plus 1 divided by 2, which is the 5th number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why this is the 5th one. Okay, also can. Can, easy, mean and median. Mode is even easier. Okay, but never mind. Let's do one by one. Okay, let's look at example 3. They actually roll a die. Okay, and then for 30 times. Why did they use the word fair? Not because the die is very fair in color, but it means it's unbiased. You know when you all go to the casino, right? Sometimes they say the game is rigged in the way that the dice is being designed, right? There are 6 faces on the dice. The material on certain sides, yes. Toilet, is it? Okay, the material on certain side of the dice is heavier. So when you throw, the likelihood of landing on that face is higher. So that kind of dice is unfair, is biased. So they are trying to tell you, okay, assuming that the dice is as fair as it can be, then we throw 30 times. So if you see the die over there, let's say I roll it. They don't allow me to roll. Why? Okay. So I keep throwing the dice for 30 times. Then for example, if I say, oh, 1 is happening, I put a count here, right? Then I roll again. Hey, my dice disappear. What? Sorry. Okay, so for example like that, then 1 again, then I tally again. So they keep doing this, and then for 30 times, they realize that for 1, I actually had it 6 times. So the frequency is 6. Okay, and then for 2, it appeared 7 times. Okay, I keep calculating. Then for 3, it appears 2 times. For number 4, it appears 7 times. And then for 5, it appears 6 times. And then lastly, for number 6, it only appears 2 times. So the total must add up to 30 because I only throw the dice for 30 times. So tally is a way of measuring how many times you count. So the old school way is every 5 is 1 bundle. So 1 count when you throw a die for 2, then you do 1 stroke. So every 5 is 1 bundle, every 5 is another bundle. So easier to count like that. 6, then 7, 2, 7, 6, 2. So this is one way of tabulation. You have learned this when we did data handling already. Okay? So this is the data, but you can represent it in this way that is being shown. But I'm just telling you how the data came about. Okay, so how do we find the middle in this place, in this sense? Should I line everything up? Is it time? Oh, it's time. Okay, wait, a quick one. How do I find the middle number? Should I write down 6 ones, 7 twos, 2 3s, 7 4s, 6 5s, and 2 6? That one is so tough, right? So in cases like that, do the middle position. Okay, do the middle position. So I have 30 of them. I add 1 divided by 2. I realize it's 15.5. So I need to go and find where's my 15th number and then my 16th one. So you go and see. I have 6 ones here, 7 twos here. So up to here I already have 13 numbers. My 14 is here. My 14th number is here. My 15 is here because there's only 2 of them. And then my 16th is here. So my 15 number happens to be 3. My 16 number happens to be 4. So my median is between them. So you halve them. So the score is a 3.5. So this is where the median position formula is helpful. It helps you stream into the number straight away and then you find the middle. Okay? That's it. Okay, you look at the textbook questions there. I don't see you tomorrow anymore, right? Do I still see you tomorrow? Or for one period? Okay, so today can you do the homework? Can I? You look at the textbook questions below. Do on foolscap paper. Tomorrow you will go through that. Okay? The textbook questions. So if you don't have the textbook, use the online one. Okay? Can That's it. What's the next period now?
Recess.
Recess. Okay, just go. No need to thank me. Just go for a recess. Run. Yeah, go. Bye.
No,